Welcome, fans of the heavy and metal. My name is Dennis Nerding from the band Fatal Fire, and this is Brutally Delicious. Today we are not only cooking, but grilling, as it is expected from a band named Fatal Fire. Grilling is here in Germany a popular pastime. As soon the weather clears up and the sun starts shining, somewhere around April or May, our grills get undusted and the fires get started. I use this opportunity to cook with you, educate you about a special German fast food item, the Currywurst, and tell you about our exploits as a band. But first off, the Currywurst as a meal got invented around 1949 by a woman named Hertha Heurer in Berlin. What started as a simple street food consisting of the German Bratwursts and a curry-spiced ketchup sauce, which is usually often paired with fries or a simple bread bun, was soon found all across Germany. At fast food joints, stadiums, in supermarkets and festivals. If you ever happen to visit a concert or festival in Germany, your odds of finding this dish are very high. And if you ever want to make this meal at home, you simply need to make a tomato or curry-based sauce and serve it over some hot sausages. You can make it out of ketchup, curry powder, or if you want to make it more fancy, out of paste tomatoes, honey or sugar, curry powder and a splash of vinegar, optionally some soy sauce. The ways you can make this sauce are manifold and more an art form than a science, so if you want to experiment with your food, this is the dish you can do it with. I made it simple for myself and got it from a container. And because some sausages with an overglorified ketchup sauce aren't enough, I'll add some veggies and grilled cheeses. Back in the day, when I was little, my dad used to make it for me every now and then. He's a professional cook and was very busy back in the day. But it didn't stop him to make me something every now and then as a treat. I originally tried to record this video as a type of interview, which I got challenged to eat something super hot and tell you stuff about us as a band, where I try to keep my composure. But since the audio quality is suboptimal, I narrate over some cooking videos. But don't worry, you will still see how I make a damn fool out of myself with the help of some of my friends in the background. But now a little about us. We, Fatal Fire, got started around 2019 with Tim, a founder and componist, Till, a drum expert, and me, a random they found off the internet. We first practiced together in a dinky little practice room in the middle of nowhere. Back then I only had a small bass box, which was barely audible over the drums. Our practice room was literally a little built on a farm, but as we grew, we gone through one guitarist and multiple practice rooms, before we got our esteemed Valentin, with whom we played many concerts and recorded an album with, who sadly left our band to pursue his own endeavors. Partnered up with Svenja, who lends our songs her voice, Jochen, who replaces Valentin as a guitarist, while we found a practice room in the middle of Frankfurt. We finally started recording our album around fall 2022. It was a fun endeavor. I myself recorded my bass lines for around 1.5 days. In one visit, I've slept in a little guest room at the studio, but except that, I've been recording non-stop with some small breaks, every line multiple times, until they sounded just right. For my bandmates, it was mostly similar, and as soon as we had a rough mix, we thought about adding to our music. We met again at a studio to record different gang shouts and background vocals. I myself had fun trying to sound like a goblin in Dawn of Fate. I've sung and screamed for so long, until my voice left me, but all in all, I like what we created. Even before we released the album a year later, we had many gigs to a name. One of the most notable, at least for me, was when I met a guy, I'll call him Crow for now, at a concert. He, a LARPer, knew the organizer of this little festival we've been playing at, and we started talking. He offered some props we could use, and I kid you not, he had 2 full sets of armor and multiple blunt metal swords in his car. Any sane person would have said no, if anybody you've just met ever offers you to go to his car and show you what he has in his trunk.
It's a good damn sausage.
But I'm no sane person, so I've took that opportunity and filmed a friend. So if you ever see me in a piece of armor on the stage or elsewhere, you can thank him, because I'll definitely buy one day. Since then, we had many gigs, produced merch and published our album Arson, and I myself am happy to be part of it. In this format, I've been challenged to eat something very hot. Because what is Fatal Fire without some heat? Because of this, I've bought a 1.2 million Scoville hot sauce, with which I'll spice my currywurst. You will see me try to make a meager interview while suffering immensely. Have fun.